Hey Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Earth Child Tarot. This is going to be a reading in regards to your past life. There are those of you who may have memories of your past lives. There are those of you who have met someone, a soulmate, that you've never really met before in your past, in this life, but you feel like you know them. It's probably more than likely it's because you've known them before as a spirit, as another person or another being in another life. Okay, now this is for those of you who are just curious as well. If these energies resonate in regards to signs, synchronicities that you see now in your life today that are a little bit foreign, but they still feel familiar, this is what these messages are all about. And it's also about messages and lessons that echo from your past life into this life that are teaching you how to improve as a soul and as an individual. Okay, so your March general career and finance messages will be posted once I get everyone's past life readings posted, so you can also check out your March 2021 messages out in the next few days, okay, by Monday. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Capricorn, this is for the sign of Capricorn. Sorry if I didn't mention that before, but this is for Capricorn. All signs of Capricorn, especially if your south and north node is in Capricorn, these past life messages are for you. Okay. All right, let's see for Capricorn. Spirit guides, ancestors, archangels, deities, universe source for the sign of Capricorn, the sign of Capricorn, all signs of Capricorn, for their past life messages and what lessons echo into this life. For the sign of Capricorn, universe source, for their past life messages. Let's see. We have male, female. We have food and hunger. Vows. Trust and faith. Now at the bottom of the deck we have orphan. Okay. So Capricorn, there are those of you in a past life your gender roles were swapped. Okay, so for those of you, if you're a woman in this life, you were a man in another. If you were a man in this life, you were a woman in your past life. Okay, now others of you come from a time. I got this energy from Sagittarius too. I feel like a lot of times when I'm speaking to you, Capricorn, I feel like I'm speaking to those of you who are either dealing with a soulmate right now who's a Sagittarius, or you have Sagittarius in your chart. I feel like there's a group of you that I'm speaking to that has that particular factor. Okay, not all of you have that factor, but there's a huge group of you that I'm speaking to who in your past life you were an orphan, or you were very lonely, you didn't have a family of your own, or you don't come from a family, like you didn't have your parents or siblings in your past life, but you created in your past life, you created your own empire in a way, or you had the dream of creating your own empire because you came from nothing. Just like with Sagittarius, I'm getting 1920s, maybe back in 1918, 1919 era. and into the 1930s and 40s for you guys, just like Sagittarius, okay? I'm getting Great Depression as well. So there are those of you Capricorn who your past life was the Great Depression. You guys were married, okay? Very traditional. There's very traditional traits here, okay? Very traditional traits. Now, if this wasn't the Great Depression, it was some type of depression in another country, in another era, okay? If it wasn't the early 1900s or 1920s, okay? Now, there are those of you who definitely made vows to yourself or to someone else that you would take care of them, that you would feed them, that you would make sure that they had a roof over their head, and the thing that kept you going was faith and trust. I feel like that was definitely tested in your life, in your past life, okay? But I get the sense that there are those of you Capricorn now who are very focused, solely focused on success and money. But you're Capricorn, right? You're the earth sign of success, okay? Hard work. Some of you guys might be workaholics to where your relationships may fail because of how busy you are or how much work you accumulate for yourself. But that's probably because in your past life you struggled with money. And you didn't really have a choice. It was a lot of things were out of your hands. Okay? But there are those of you who had families. You had if you were an orphan, you created your own family by getting married, having kids. There were others of you who gave to the poor. You were very charitable in that way. Okay? But you made a vow or you made a promise to yourself or to someone else in your past life that you would take care of them. You would take care of things. You would be the leader and the nurturer. Okay? But I'm getting Great Depression vibes. If it's not the Great Depression, there was a time, some point in time, if you're on the planet Earth, because I feel like there are those of you, a lot of you guys reincarnated on Earth quite a few times. But it could have been ancient times. It could be the Great Depression. You know, you guys definitely went through a time where your society or your country had no economic resources, or they had very little. Okay? Others of you lost your parents in your past life. You lost your parents because of hunger and because of the economic, whatever economic breakdown or destruction happened. Okay, I wouldn't say destruction, but there is some type of economic issue here. Or maybe you just came from a very poor family and the economy was fine, but your family wasn't financially. Okay, so for Capricorn, for all signs of Capricorn, for their past life messages. Past life messages for the sign of Capricorn. Past life messages for the sign of Capricorn, universe source. Capricorn. Okay, we have submission. And we have contentment. Okay. We also have speed at the bottom of the deck. So there are those of you in this lifetime now, there is the need to learn to speed things up a little bit. In this life, when it comes to money, you guys have learned, or you have a tendency to really want to get things done. You don't really have time to focus on the dreamy aspects of life because you want to be content. You want to have what you need. I feel Capricorn, you guys, the people that I'm speaking to, the Capricorns that I'm speaking to, you're not really about gaining. You're more about gaining what you need to make you feel content and comfortable in your life. You're very grounded in that way. Again, you're not caught up in the dreamy aspects of of life. You're more about the logical and practical aspects of life and money, right? So you're very responsible in that way. And in your past life, you didn't really have that. You kind of were just led by faith. You just kind of lived off of faith and trust, which is great. But in this life, I have some of you guys definitely still are religious, or you're very spiritual and you still pray. But others of you, you're more prone to just, you want to see things, you want to see things done, you want to see results. You don't really have time to have your head in the clouds. I think there's a group of you that I'm speaking to in regards to that. But in your past life, it may have been completely different, where you made vows to the universe or to your creator, and you prayed a lot because you didn't have a lot, and you didn't know whether you were going to eat the next day or the next hour, or, very interesting. All right, so let's read the card Submission, because this is kind of a new deck to me and I'm getting to know what each card means, so just bear with me. But yeah, let's go ahead and read Submission. I just turned right to it, actually. It's interesting. Okay, so it says submission. It says yield to whatever you consider to be the superior force or forces over the matter in question. This will not be an act of weakness, but one of strength. Very interesting. So the message here is that, Capricorn, in your life now, if there are those of you who question a higher power, or you feel that praying and speaking to a higher power or a more superior power that's greater than all of us on planet Earth, if you feel that that's trivial or that's ridiculous, you might want to change your perspective about that, because in your past life you knew that there was a greater power, because it got you through such hard times, things that were out of your hands. They were blessings that came to you that they just were given to you, and you didn't have control over it. You knew that there was something greater than you that was at work. And in this lifetime now, you may have a different, there may be some type of a disconnect. Now, for those of you who are still connected with the higher power, stay connected, because those spirit guides or your creator is still, from your past life, is still leading your soul towards a higher purpose, towards more blessings, more peace, more contentment, more success. So submit to a higher power. Continue to do the practical work, but submit to a higher power when it comes to things that are out of your hands, Capricorn, because there will be things that will be out of your hands in any given lifetime, right? You can't control that. So for those of you who feel like you have to do everything and you have to control everything, you're going to burn yourself out. And there are those of you who have a tendency to be burned out. I get the sense that there are those of you in this lifetime now that may suffer from some type of illness because of the amount of work that you're doing. I'm getting things happening with your head and your stomach for some of you. Something about your stomach. Okay. You can slow things down a little bit and let the universe work. You don't have to do things all on your own. Let life, take its course. Let life do what it naturally does. Things have to end in order to begin. Bad things happen in order to bring balance, and good things happen in order to bring balance. Both things have to happen. So if you want good things to happen, Capricorn, just let them happen. Don't try to control it, right? Don't try to control the outcome in this lifetime, right? Because that's something that you kind of had to learn, unfortunately, in a very hard way in your past life, okay? All right, so let's pull a couple more oracle messages, and then we're going to get into your tarot for Capricorn for their past life messages. Past life messages for the sign of Capricorn. Past life messages for the sign of Capricorn. Past life messages for the sign of Capricorn, universe source. Okay, we have the Weaver. It says fate, destiny, weird. You have the power. This card represents power to form your own destiny, right? You have the power to create the outcome. However, you have to still have a relationship with the divine so that you can have that extra help to create the destiny that you wish to weave, right? What do you want to create? What do you want to achieve? You don't have to carry that on your shoulders. You don't have to carry all of it on your shoulders, Capricorn. You can give it to a higher power, no matter how ridiculous that may sound to some of you, right? We have the golden unicorn at the bottom of the deck, and it says protector, guardian, champion. What did the card just say? You know, like submission, submit to the divine, submit to a higher power. You have number 7 and 8 going on here. Very powerful numbers, especially when it comes to finances and success. So, actually, no. 7. Okay, no, they're both 7. Huge 7 energy here. Some of you guys are life path number 7 or 8. I'm still getting 8. But Capricorn, you have protection from beings and energies that you can't see. Whether you believe it or not in this lifetime, whether you will ever believe it, there are some invisible, non-tangible energies at work here. Okay? You're capable of a lot of great things. And I feel that even in this lifetime, just like in your past life, there are those of you that still you come from humble beginnings. There are a lot of you who are just very honest when it comes to your work. You know, you don't really have time for BS or dreamy thinking. Some of you guys do. That's nothing wrong with that, right? But there are those of you who just are very grounded or very practical, and you just you don't feel that you have the time or the energy to think with your head in the clouds at any given moment. But just know, like, sometimes in the clouds, when your head's in the clouds, there are beings there, there are energies there that are there to help you. Should you live up there? No. But it's okay to stick your head in the cloud for a moment, for a little bit, you know, dream a little bit, right? Just for a little bit. Give yourself that time. Give yourself that space to do that every once in a while, Capricorn. But not too much. All right, let's see what the tarot have to say for your past life messages for Capricorn. Beautiful energy. In your past life, you worked very hard. You stood your ground. You kept your eye on the prize. You reminded yourself of what you didn't have but also what you did have, the resources that you were able to use for your benefit. And in this life, you still have so much potential, so much positive outcomes here when it comes to your money, when it comes to your health, when it comes to your relationships, friends, family. We have the 3 of Pentacles here. That's that Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. A lot of Capricorn energy in this 3 of Pentacles. Okay, and you have the 7 of Wands as Leo energy. Standing up for what you believe in, standing up and making a difference in your life. Creating a path for yourself separate from what everyone else is doing. Okay, creating your own fortress. Having courage. You have the Sun card here, more Leo energy. So things are going to work out for you, Capricorn, but remember, you have to remember that there are things that will be out of your hands, and you just kind of have to let fate or a higher power take control in that moment. Bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Pentacles, okay? Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Again, prioritize. Continue to prioritize. And wow, at the bottom of that one, that's interesting. Look at all of this. All of these cards. Wow. 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, independence, opening your own business. For those of you who have that dream, it is possible. the Emperor, being your own boss, again, being in high demand with your products or with your business. Ace of Pentacles, opportunity, new job, new career, new money, new budget, new whatever, right? Very positive outcomes in this lifetime for you, much different than what it was in your past life, Capricorn. So take advantage of the energies that are at work for you in this lifetime now, because it's going to grow you. And by the time you leave this lifetime and you go to the next, it's going to be even better for you. It's going to be even better for you. So let's go ahead and clarify these cards, Capricorn, for your past life. Wow, what did I... Nine of Pentacles clarifying the Three of Pentacles, opening your own business, becoming your own boss, blessings coming in after, you know, based on the hard work that you put in. You creating your own fortress, your own brand, right? Your own name, household name for some of you. The Fool card, taking that leap of faith, not being so closed in, not trying to defend your reputation or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, because if you try to defend it too much, you're blocking blessings from the divine coming through for you. You're blocking that. Don't be on the defense too much, but continue to stand up for what you are working for. Continue to work hard, but remember that it's okay to have your head in the clouds. It's okay to take a leap of faith. It's okay. Okay? Let go of that burden. Wow, and then we have the Page of Wands, more Leo energy, clarifying the Sun. So positive energy here. Some of you guys have Leo in your chart, or you have a Leo in your life, or someone you're going to meet who's a Leo, who's going to help you out in this. Very positive energy. So you're moving forward towards new things in this lifetime, Capricorn. That's very beautiful energy. And then we have the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Rest assured that you will accomplish what you set out to accomplish. Some of you guys need a vacation, okay? Because in your past life, there is no such thing as a vacation, okay? That especially if your past life was during the Great Depression, there was no such thing as a vacation. You guys worked because you had to. You didn't have a choice. In this life, the universe is kind of giving you a bit of a break, okay? So when you have that time to have a vacation, go on that vacation. If you have time to take a nap, take a nap. If you have time to go for a walk, take yourself out to eat, spend time with your family, friends, significant other, take that chance. Don't pass those chances up, because your soul is not living the same life that it was living in your past life, okay? But it's different for all of you, right? So depending on where you live in the world, maybe the rules are different, and maybe you still don't really have time for vacation, but you can manifest that, right? All right, Capricorn. Those are your messages for your past life messages. And I hope to see you guys in your next reading. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care, Capricorn. Bye.